you been up to while you've been there, Alexis?
Well, apart from trying to cool down some of the fans that we saw earlier today, because I don't know if you saw how Sergio Aguero got in a bit of a spat with someone from Sayward FC. That match was very, very spicy. But I've been hanging out with the Villarreal crowd because they have just brought some amazing vibes as well. And by vibes, I mean they brought sangria all the way from Spain, and they have a booth for that too. But it was good hanging out with them. They had the likes of Marco Senna playing for them, absolute legend as well. Got to talk to him about the Euros, and also got to catch up with Giuseppe Rossi. What a journeyman. We know that he's played all over, Serie A as well, signed from Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson too. Also has love for US men's national team, but of course he loves his Italia. That is who he played for. So we got to catch up on him. But it's not what he told me about Italy that I thought was quite interesting, is what he had to say about the USA's Christian Pulisic in his season in Serie A.
Christian, he moved on from being a role player to a superstar, right? So can he sustain that? That's what I want to see from him. He has the right mentality. He has the right approach to the game. He's on the pitch, and I think that's when you start making different noise in the soccer world.
What do you make of what he had to say there, Jules?
I've got a lot of time for Giuseppe Rossi, but he went a bit far on this superstar for Pulisic. It's a really good first season in Italy, maybe the best season in his career. The kind of season and level that we expected him to produce a long time ago. There was no injuries, there were goals, there were assists. You could see him even on the right-hand side, where he himself thought that he could only play on the left-hand side. But we need to see that next season. We need to see that in Europe, for example, because Milan had a bad Champions League campaign, not a much greater Europa League campaign either. The defeat against Roma. So, great first season, for sure. Superstar, not yet, but he's on his way. And if he continues like that, why not one day? But for now, let's just not get too carried away, please.
OK, but he's definitely been important, Frank, for Milan this year. Do you think it's been easier for him, the fact that he is away from the English media spotlight and being able to do his thing over in Italy more freely?
Maybe, but I think it's... I want to congratulate him, because it's never easy when you change from a country to another country to adapt and to be so efficient. And yes, Italy is not England. It's not the same championship. He used to be the top of the top, but it's not anymore. But it's still a difficult championship, and to adapt and to be so efficient like he's been this season is it's a very good point for him. And he's getting better. I saw him playing sometimes. Comparing to what I see with Chelsea, he's much more accurate than he used to be. So. I think he reached another level, but I'm with Jules, to consider as a superstar. Yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit, but he's in a very good way to accomplish, I think, what he wants to go and where he wants to go. And yeah, let's see how it works next season. Let's see how Milan works next season. But it's very encouraging what we see from him.
Back to you, Alexis, though. So we've just heard from you. Obviously, you've been having fun out there. You've been drinking the sangria with the Villarreal fans, catching up with Giuseppe Rossi. What else have you got planned? What's ahead?
Well, tomorrow, honestly, we're trying to track down to get some time to speak to the one, the only nanny of Manchester United fame. But he's harder to track down, him and Kun, than Shaka at carnival time. But we may be pulling some strings, and we may be getting him tomorrow. But a couple of days from now, too, because, I can't just work one tournament, can I, Kay? I have to work two. So after this, I go, actually, not even after this, in the middle of this Saturday, I head over to DC, which I'm quite excited about, because all this talk about Christian Pulisic and whether or not he's the man giving main character energy for the USA, as he has been for Milan. Well, he'll be in action this weekend because the US men's national team play Colombia in DC. That's one of the two warm-ups that they have before Copa America, where I'll be following them all summer long for us on ESPN FC. So excited for that one, because, we love a little North America meets South America. Could see some feisty football going on there.
That was a great analogy from Alexis there.
I don't know what she's talking about at all, Kay.
I do.
No idea where that came from.
Shaka knows.